Okay, so on to round 8. Wow, there are some really good games this week, it's been a bit lacking for a few weeks. So I can't wait for the Thursday night game, Raiders and Rabbits.
Yeah, be a good one. Raiders got a few outs. Croker with a shoulder. Not sure that's a big loss for them. Papali'i rested. I mean, come on. Why would you rest him against the number 3 team in the competition, a team who's going to be a top 4 contender? Why would you rest him for this game? Just doesn't make sense, Ricky. Right? Use your brain, Ricky. But that said, I'm going to go ahead and back those Raiders to get the win here. Right? So the South boys had a great effort last week. Played really well in the second half. But I just think that the Raiders forwards are going to be a bit more to handle this week than what the Titans were last week. So I'm backing the Raiders to win this one by 4 points.
Yeah, and look, maybe there's a little bit of I'm going to have to cut this. How do you say it? Something to his madness.
Method to his madness.
Nice. Maybe there's a little bit of method to his madness with Ricky dropping these players. Like, he's dropped his captain. He's dropped the number 1 prop almost in the game. Well, at least last year. I actually see the Raiders really lifting for this game because they don't want to be dropped next week. In saying that, I still think the Rabbits will squeak through, and I'm tipping the Rabbits by 6. I don't know. I just think they're a little bit more polished, and I think there is a little bit of underlying turmoil at the Raiders right at the moment. Not sure what it is. Something smells a bit stinky. So the early game Friday. Now, very rare do the Storm get a game at 5 o'clock on a Friday, but they're playing the Sharks this week. Maybe that's what's got to do with it.
Yeah, I think so. Look, Sharks last start loses to the Dogs. Storm smash the Warriors. Storm at home. They're $1.10. They're over odds at $1.10. So Storm will win this one, and they'll win this by 18 plus.
Yeah. Have you had a look at what the margin is for the Storm Sharks game?
No, I haven't. I don't have access to those illegal sites in this country.
Right. Okay, maybe that's where I should have typed in with it. But yeah, really hard to see the Storm not just dominating the Sharks. And I don't know. I honestly think the Sharks are in the same boat as the Tigers. I think they are going to be bottom four, both of those teams.
What is the line in that game?
How about I just pause for uno momento. I check my sports bet device. Sports bet. What are we talking? Storm Sharks. On 17.5, so you're on the money.
Right. Yeah.
You were on the money. And wow. 5.5 with Raiders and Rabbits.
Really? Wow. Okay. Nice.
I'm jumping on the Rabbits with that.
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to lose, it's only going to be by a couple.
The Raiders are getting 5.5, right?
Raiders get 5.5 start. Yeah, so I'm jumping on the Rabbits.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, because if Raiders win by 2, I'm fucked. Yeah, good. Okay, carry on. Pretend that didn't happen. All right. So then the blockbuster of the week. The Broncos v Titans. Now, this will determine whether or not the Broncos still have the wood on the Titans, and I'm shit scared.
I don't know why you would be at all worried about this game. Kevy's got a whole new set of halves to play this game. He's pulled Tyson Gamble from wherever the fuck Tyson Gamble plays. right? So I cannot see the Broncos coming anywhere near the Titans. I think that from the 60th minute on, the Titans will just run away with it. I'm backing the Titans to win it by 14.
Mate, I wish I had your positivity. I've just seen too many times, and let's be honest, it was just last week, where the Titans will have a 14 or 20-point lead going into the second half, and they can blow it with the best of them. So it doesn't matter how far they get ahead of them in the first half. It's about how they play in that last 20 minutes of the game. And
the only difference is this week they're playing against a team that has not got great offensive weapons.
Yeah.
So I can't see the Broncos putting 40 on the Titans this week.
Well, I hope you're right. And look, I'm gonna tip the Titans, obviously, but I'm tipping them by 4. And yeah, I'm massively happy that Herman Sasa is getting a start this week. I think he's well overdue getting a start, and I hope he really shines, because I love him. I think he's a good, solid player coming off the bench or starting at 13. Good player.
Good luck to Hermit playing this week. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up.
All right, so we move on to the Saturday games. Panthers and Eagles.
Yeah, look, maybe a bit more interesting than people probably gave it credit for 2 weeks ago, right?
Yep.
So they've had a couple of wins, a couple of massive wins. Tommy Turbo has just been absolutely electric. But, they're not playing against bottom 4 teams this week, right? So the Panthers will give it to Manly. They'll beat them by 16.
Yeah, I think this is going to be I think this is going to bring him back down to earth. I think whatever happened 2 weeks ago when Tommy Turbo come back and just smashed the Titans, and then whatever he did last week, I can't see that carrying that team again. And I think the Panthers will win by 12 plus as well. It just cannot happen again that the Eagles continue that form. And then we go to the middle game with the Dogs v Eels.
Well, the Dogs are still on the piss at Canterbury Leagues Club after their win last week. So
surely they're at a laundry hotel.
Yes, true. So there's only one word in this, and that's Eels. Eels to win by plenty. Eels to win by 20.
Oh, nice. I like how you rhyme that. I think the Eels will win. I reckon it's going to be 8-10. I just think the Dogs are going to come out with a bit of spunk in that first half, and then they'll fade in the second half. But I don't see it being a flogging. But, that's what sports bet's all about. So,
yeah.
And then the very last game on Friday is the Knights v the Roosters.
It's on Saturday. This will be a good one. Roosters down a few. You got to question whether Teddy will play, right? So, did he really get hit that hard the other day, or is it just more Roosters, taking advantage of the referee? I'm going to back the Knights to win this one.
I can't back the Knights anymore, dude. No. Okay, carry on.
So I think the Knights are going to get this, right? I think the Knights have lost their last 2 of their last 3. I think it is at home. They've been pretty poor at home. But I just think, I look at their forward pack and look at their depth on the bench. If they take it to the Roosters, well, they can take it to the Roosters through the middle, and that's where I think they're going to win it. But it's going to be a close one. So I've got the Knights to win this one by 4.
Yeah, look, I think the Knights have a really solid front 3. Jaden Browley has been sensational, and I heard this week that Ponga is a potential target for the Broncos. Never, ever going to happen. Anyway, I even with Teddy out, I see the Roosters as being a little bit too strong for the Knights. But you know what? Look, the Knights can win occasionally. And no, I'm going with Roosters by 8. I'm going with Roosters.
Very decisive.
Oh, yeah. Well, then there you go. It just goes to show it could be a tight game, right? And I hope it's smashed out in the forwards, and I hope JWH just goes crazy and just really has a great game because he's due one. And then we go to Sunday, Warriors v Cowboys. Oh dear, Cowboys.
Yeah, so look, the Warriors were very disappointing last week. So I'm going to back them to come back this game to turn it around. They get Tohu Harris is a really good player for them in at lock. Mind you, Tomalolo comes back as well, right? Who's a really decent player. So, I just like. I think the Warriors got a little bit more going for them. They'll be a bit disappointed after their last start. So, Warriors to win this one by 6.
Yeah, and look, while the Cowboys have won 3 on the trot, and it's been very impressive, I can't see that carrying on, even though they do get Tamalolo back. I'm a bit worried that there's a lot of talk about that Walsh kid who filled in for RTS on the weekend at fullback. Obviously, he's got some skill, but he's got a little bit of work to do. And if they want to play him at fullback, maybe that's an opportunity to expose them. But I see the Warriors winning by 8 on this one. And then we go to the blockbuster. This is normally a pretty traditional game where it is a big game, right? The Dragons v Tigers.
Well, any game where the Dragons are expected that they've got a chance to win is usually a big game for Dragons fans to get out to. So where is this played? Down in the Gong. Look, this is a danger game, I think, for the Dragons. They were really disappointing last start. I think that's the one thing that they've got in their favour, right? So Tigers were also disappointing last start, but then they were being disappointing for their last 3 or 4 starts too. So it's not like one week they then snap out of it, right? So look, I'm going to back the Dragons to get the win. Despite the injustices of losing both wingers to the judiciary through the week. Dragons, there's going to be a tight game. All right, so I'm backing the Dragons to win this one 16-14. I'm even specific on the score. So Dragons 16, Tigers 14.
Well, I think you're super generous on the Tigers where they've only been in poor form for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I reckon it's the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Honestly, if you guys don't win this by 20, then the chance of you guys playing in the finals are gone.
Yeah, well, maybe they're close to gone already, right? Over the last few weeks. But, Joey Leilua gets a run this week. So anything could happen.
Right. He could score 3 or he could go book and let in 3 and also get Simbin for 10 minutes. So
Yeah, more likely the second option, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's a fantastic in for the Dragons.
Yeah, it's true. True. Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, look, best of luck. I think you'll get home. I hope the Titans get home as well. We are dead set due a win. If we don't win this week, then it is looking a bit scary for the rest of the week, rest of the year.
Correct. All right, mate. Well, all right, mate. Well, look, good luck on the weekend. Good luck on the punt. Good luck on the drink. And enjoy your footy. Don't forget to hit subscribe.